Hi guys, welcome back. So today we will be creating a fruit store. Okay, so the concept of a fruit store would be type of fruit. Like first of all, the customer will have to decide like which type of fruit he want, and based upon the category of selected fruit, based upon the category of selected fruit, what he will do, we will just show him the fruits, and once the fruit is there, he can have the power to select like which part of it, like it will be a kilo or part of it will be selected. And once he has selected, he will check the price and the order will be executed. And then at the end, we will also provide him the report or the record from where he can find his orders list, and also he can find like how many fruits he had ordered, and also he would be able, like the user would be able to see like which of the products are being sold and what is the percentage of the report. So for that, let's get started. Okay, if you are liking our content, then please share it with your friends. Let's get started. So we will be creating a new application named as fruit store. इसको कैसे बनाएंगे फ्रूट स्टोर? ठीक है, हमारे पास क्या होगा, प्रीफिक्स अपने आप आ जाएगा, डिस्क्रिप्शन फ्रूट स्टोर एप्लीकेशन. ओके, फ्रूट्स और एप्लीकेशन, हमारे पास जो ग्रुप्स होंगे वो अपना बन जाएंगे. ग्रुप्स बेसिकली क्या होते हैं? ग्रुप्स आर ए कलेक्शन इन विच पर्टिकुलर काइंड ऑफ यूजर्स आर अलाइन टू इट. दे आर सर्टेन टाइप्स ऑफ ग्रुप्स सच एज एडमिनिस्ट्रेटर्स, एडिटर्स, इनिशिएटर्स एंड व्यूअर्स विच हैव डिफरेंट डिफरेंट एक्सेस टू देम. ओके, हम क्रिएट करते हैं. बेसिकली एज यू कैन सी, आई एम यूजिंग कम्युनिटी वर्जन. तो यहाँ पे से मेरे पास ही कंट्रोल होगा, तो इसलिए मैं अभी के लिए इतने इन्हीं को रहने देता हूँ. तो मेरे ये ग्रुप्स बन गए, ये वन वन वन, एवरीथिंग इज वन हेयर, सो वी विल बी यूजिंग दिस ऑल थिंग्स. ओके, तो यहाँ पे दोस्तों सबसे पहले जब हम कोई एप्लीकेशन बनाते हैं, हम क्या देखते हैं कि नॉलेज सेंटर है कि नहीं. नॉलेज सेंटर है, क्योंकि उसके अंदर हमारे पास क्या होते हैं, ये डॉक्यूमेंट्स होते हैं. इसको चेक करने का तरीका क्या है, हमारे पास दो तरीके के व्यू होते हैं. फर्स्ट हिरार्किकल व्यू एंड देन इज फ्लैट व्यू. वी विल गो टू हिरार्किकल व्यू. In that we can see here, yeah, this all other things which are here, and the groups are further categorized into administrators or the users. तो हमारे पास ये है रूल्स एंड कॉन्स्टेंट. तो रूल्स एंड कॉन्स्टेंट फोल्डर के अंदर हम जाके रूल फोल्डर बनाएंगे. कौन कौन से रूल फोल्डर? कॉन्स्टेंट्स के लिए रूल फोल्डर बनाएंगे, इंटरफेसेस के लिए बनाएंगे, और एक्सप्रेशन रूल्स के लिए बनाएंगे. लेट्स जस्ट क्रिएट इट एफएस इंटरफेस, and this will inherit the security from the parent folder, which is our fs rules and constants folder. fs rules and constants 1. ठीक है, यहाँ पे हम एक और रूल फोल्डर बनाएंगे, रूल, और डिस्क्रिप्शन डाल दीजिएगा. डिस्क्रिप्शन से अगर कोई सेकंड पीयर डेवलपर होता है तो उसकी इजी रहता है पता करना. ठीक है, ये हमारे पास हो चुका है. अब हम डिजाइन करने वाले हैं एक इंटरफेस. तो हम इंटरफेस करना चाहेंगे, वी विल क्लिक ऑन क्रिएट, विल क्रिएट, क्लिक ऑन न्यू. इंटरफेस क्या होगा? इट विल शो कंपोनेंट्स. तो इसके लिए क्या होगा हमारे पास? टू शो फ्रूट कंपोनेंट्स. ओके, देन वी विल क्लिक ऑन क्रिएट. जैसे ही हमने क्रिएट पे क्लिक किया, हमारे पास एक नया इंटरफेस अपने पास सामने खुल के आ जाएगा. खुल गया. तो वी कैन जस्ट यू मेक यूज ऑफ ड्रैग एंड ड्रॉप, और वी कैन यूज एंकर टैग्स फॉर आवर रिस्पेक्टिव थिंग्स. बट हम क्या करेंगे, यहाँ पे ड्रैग एंड ड्रॉप करेंगे, बिकॉज वी वांट आवर थिंग्स टू बी डन इजीली एंड सीमलेसली फाइन. नाउ वी विल टेक आवर कॉलम्स लेआउट. ओके, वी हैव आवर कॉलम्स लेआउट विद अस. तो अब हम क्या करने वाले हैं, इससे सबसे पहले हम डालेंगे जो हमारे पास कस्टमर नेम होगा. हम यहाँ से चेंज कर सकते हैं कस्टमर. कस्टमर नेम आ गया हमारे पास में. अब कस्टमर नेम के बाद में कस्टमर नेम, कस्टमर नेम आ गया. कस्टमर नेम के बाद में हम क्या करेंगे, यहाँ पे एक सेकंड कंपोनेंट डालेंगे विच में भी इज कस्टमर नंबर. एंड इफ यू आर विद अस देन तो आप क्या करो, इसको अपने पास ही कम्युनिटी वर्जन लो, कम्युनिटी वर्जन में करो, बिकॉज प्रैक्टिस इज द की टू सक्सेस, दैट्स ऑल. नाउ वी हैव कस्टमर नेम एंड वी हैव कस्टमर नंबर. नाउ व्हाट इज द टाइप ऑफ फूड कस्टमर वांट, तो इसके लिए हम क्या करेंगे, उसको एक ड्रॉप डाउन देंगे. The type of fruit which you want. Customer name का type of fruit. Okay, which is our type of which is about type of fruit he want. So he can have multiple options here. Okay. Now based upon the type of fruit, now we will display the section here. Based upon the type of fruit, we will display the fruit list here, the fruit name list here, and based upon that list, we will be determining the price. So we can just use our drag and drop here, and then based upon this, we can have our drag and drop down here. Okay, we can just here fruit variety selected, और इसको यहाँ पे क्या होगा, हमारे पास पर्टिकुलर प्राइस होगा. वी हैव अ प्राइस हियर, वी आर टिल नाउ हियर. तो अब क्या करेंगे, हम प्राइस आगे हमारे पास में, अब प्राइस आने के बाद में हम क्या करेंगे, यहाँ पे एक पर्टिकुलर सेक्शन बनाएंगे, यहाँ पे एक हमारे पास कॉलम लेआउट लेके आएंगे आपके पास, और इस कॉलम लेआउट में एक कॉलम रखेंगे अपने पास, ठीक है. और यहाँ पे क्या रखेंगे, हम टेक्स्ट फील्ड रखेंगे. इस टेक्स्ट फील्ड पे क्या रखेंगे, वी विल बी शोइंग दैट द प्राइस फॉर दिस फ्रूट ऑफ द सिलेक्टेड टाइप इज दिस मच. तो यहाँ पे हम ये सब चीजें रखने वाले हैं. तो दिस इज द पार्ट विच वी आर गोइंग टू डू, which is our fruit store. Okay, so this is our fruit store. So this is what our application is going to look like. You can have a preview here. Okay, fruit store, we will have a customer name, we will have a customer number, we will have a type of fruit which you want to select, then we have variety of fruit, then we have price. Okay, now let's just search fruit types. For that, it's better we can make use and change in the options, but it's better to use a, yes, constant. So we will be making use of a constant here. Hmm. And this is a part of types of fruits. Okay, so we will be making a constant here of, because it makes our work more and more easy. And remember, constant name is always in the capital letter. Okay, type of fruits. And what will be the description, type of fruits based upon the season. Okay, then what type is of it, it would be of type of text, so we will be using it a text type. Okay, now it can have, we would be using multiple fruits. So what we will doing, we will giving it as a multiple values. So for such of the fruits we have, like apple, we can have avocado, then we can have banana, then we can have blackberry, then we can have cherry, then we can have date, palm, then we can have dragon fruit. So this is something kind of like good stuff. Okay, so these are the types of fruits which we had chosen with us. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. I think seven would be the fine. Now let's click on create part. So I had clicked over create, and now we will be passing this type of fruits there. So I will be passing this type of fruits here in the type of fruit. It a type of fruit and the choice labels and the choice value. I will be passing this value here. And just a second, let me just do it. Yeah. Mm. It, whenever we want to pass a constant, then we use and fix like named as cons. Bang. Then what is the constant which we had given as fs types of fruit? In similar fashion, I will be giving it here. तो यही चीज मैं इसे यहाँ देता हूँ. जैसे ही मैंने इसको यहाँ पे दिया, आप देख सकते हो इस जगह पे. अब मेरे पास फ्रूट्स में क्या क्या आ चुका है, मेरे पास ये सब वैल्यूज आ चुकी है मेरे पास में. ओके. नाउ fruits variety selected. So for that, I think we need to remove some of the fruits because it will be take more time. So मैं करूँगा पे we will give it a max of 2 to 3 fruits only. Okay, so it would be easy for our designing. Okay, that's all. Now what we can have, we had just, let me just refresh it. Now we have only three types of fruits available with us. Now based upon the variety of fruits, we can select like whether it's a big, small, or medium. Okay. Now let me give it. Let's make it constant. Let's take a simple scenario. Apart from going into the like on a based on the region of fruits, we will be making for our simplicity case. We will be taking the size of the fruits. Okay, so we can have a specific thing here. Okay, now let's pass some values here. Like it can be small. We will have an array of values small, medium, and we have, and then we will have big. That is the three categories which we will be using here with in our system. Okay. By some people will be saying like the sherry it's a no, we will be taking this part only. Okay, now just let's just click on the create part. So we have the size of fruits. Now what we will be doing, we will going to fruit variety selected, and here we will be giving it value as with our cons bang constant fs size of fruit, and similar fashion we will be giving it passing in the value here. Similar fashion we will be passing this value here, and once the value is here, based upon this thing the price would be selected. So instead of selecting the price, what we can do, we can make use of our a component which is present with us. Its name is decision. We can make a decision. Okay, now let's just click on the decision. We have price. Okay, to decide fruit, to decide fruit price. Let's just click on the create part. So here now we can decide our fruit price from here. Basically it what it will take, the first right component which it will hit, it will give value from there. Okay, now let's just have input 1 and input 2, and output would be considered here. What we will do, let's just make here as const. Mm, let me just do it here. Yes, choice values we will be giving it as const and fs. Mm, let me edit as an expression. It's const bang fs fruit size, and similar here cons bang fs other fruits. Okay, this is the part with us which will be our input 1, and let's have a look at our input 2. We can also use it where there we had selected size, and we will be selecting type of fruit, and similar fashion we'll doing cons bang type, that fs type of fruits. Okay, so this is what we had done here. Let's click on OK. Okay, so we have now these values here. Now let's just select if it is a, I think I had just mixed it up. Okay, so let me do one thing. Let me move it to the right part, and that's all. We have like fruits here. We have the fruits here, and we have the size here. So you can make use of decision like this here. Let's have select apple. We can find our size as small, medium, and then it's our big. Similar fashion we can do with other things. Let's make use of avocado. uh, let's make use of banana. Okay, we have this one as a small, medium, then we have big, then we have small, then we have medium, then we have big. Okay, so the output of when it is an apple and small, the output will be around like, let's just choose the values. It would be around, we could have a number with us, like the price of it would be our number integer. Okay, so we can just select it, we can put the values here. So these are the prices of the fruits with their sizes. Okay, now what we do, let's just click on the test part here. Let's just try to do test on the hit part. So you can find we got a value here, so which will have a price. So it will take over the first hit and price. We have different components present here, which is unique, like it will take the unique part or the first hit, or based upon the type of rule order it will present the value in front of us. Okay, so that is the one. Now we will save this. We will save this rule. Once we had saved this rule, I think let's just add some more, let's just add some more components here. It would be better. So for the simplicity, let's just do it. It's taking time to load the page. So we would have a dragon fruit with us. So we have these values here. Let us now save it, and we will pass these values from here. Okay, so this is what we have now. So let's just have a local variables here. In case if something is not written here, it will pass null. Okay, it will pass null because that would be our desired output. Now let's get back to here. Let's just make use of local variables because now local variables will come in place. We have local bank. We have local bank. What is our local bank? We have our fruit name as null. And we have a local bank fruit size as null. Okay, we have a local bank fruit name as well. We have local bank food size as null, and also like which we are trying to retrieve is also null. Okay. Now basically we have these all kind of values here. So we require a CDT. So we can have it in two ways. We can either use Zol inputs or we can either use local variables. But for making the use of Zol input, we would require a custom CDT or custom data type. So let's just go and create our custom data type. We'll go back to our application and we will just create data type. You can just create a data type from here, and namespace would be automatically generated here. As you can have a look here, namespace is automatically generated. Okay, so what we will do, fs being fruit store. Okay, now let's just click on the create part. Basically we have four ways in which we can create. Either we can create from xsd, or we can have duplicates from there, or we can create it from scratch. The one which we are doing is creating it from the scratch. Now let's just click on the field. In the fields also, if you forget to put the primary key, if you forget, then it will be automatically generated into a schema. If you want to make a change, you can just download the xsd from here. You can make change in the xsd and can re-upload it further. Now let's have a look. We have customer name, customer number. Let's have our first thing is customer id. Okay, then we have a customer name and number. We have a customer number. Then we have type of fruit, fruit selected. And then we have a fruit selected. We have a fruit selected. Then we have our pricing. Okay, this is the all which we are doing. This is a small application which we are doing. So let me just click on this part here. So customer ID would be our number integer, which will be taken as our primary key. Let's click on the OK part. And customer name would be our like text. Everything would be requiring our text part. Also, if we want to capture the date or capture the name of which customer, which consumer which you are giving, we can also give it from here. We can give it like store user, store user, and we can also give like time of order. Okay, we can also give it store user. We will be using our text part here, and here we will be using our time of order as our date and time, which we will be using to calculate it. So now these all things are with us. Now these all things are here. Let's just click on the save as, and our file is ready to be saved. Okay, now this is with us. Now what we can do, we can make use of this cdt or the custom data type to insert all the values to store it. Now let's come back here to our interface and have our rule input here. Into a rule input we can have like fs. Okay, fruit store cdt, and here which type of cdt which we'll be using, we had created a just now cdt, we will be using that type only. Now let's just click on the create part. Once we had clicked on the create part, we can find it from here. You can find it in which fashion we can give it. Like we need to pass some value here, and then that value need to be stored. So to pass it, Let me just do it here. Value. In value, we will be giving like RI. RI stands for Zulu input. Bank F store dot. What is it? It's customer name. And similar fashion, I can use it for store save into save into. Okay. So this is a thing in which I had done it. Let me just copy and paste and do it for all. Okay, now let's just change these values. For customer name, we have customer name. For customer number, we will be using customer number. Move for the type of fruits. The type of fruits which we'll be using dot fruit selected, and similar fashion we will be doing it here. And similar is the case with type of fruits here. This is our where is it? I think here it's fruit selected. Yeah, and here is the fruit selected, and here is the type of fruit. Similar is the case with here type of fruits. And now we have our price. In price, what we need to give? Price, we will have a text field here. So let's just go back and create a text field here. For the price, we can have our, apart from this component, we can have our text field. In text field, we can have our label as price, and then we can have our read only. That's true. Read only is true. And then our value, we will be coming our value from the decision. So what we will be doing, we will be giving it as the decision. We do input bang fx underscore fruit price, where we'll be passing fruits, where we'll be passing fruit as local bank fruit, and size will be passing as local bank fruit size. Based upon this, our price would be calculated. Okay, based upon this, our price would be calculated. Now let's look at our text field here, which would be our like line. So we don't require this field here, so we'll just remove the label. And in the value, we don't require save it to, we'll just remove it. And in the value, we can like it. We have our selected, we can just put the value here. Selected fruit is uh, of uh, which makes, how much it makes, the value is being stored at uh, where is price value is stored at price. So we will make use of value save into I bank f sort of p. It makes, we can also make use of this, we can also make use of this variable local bank price. We can also make use of it, which makes our local bank price. And let's give price as null. Okay, which makes our local bank price as null, and we can pass it this value from here. Are we missing something? Yeah, and operator, and that would be fine. Yeah, we also need to give it as a read only as true. We had passed read only as true. Mhm. Yes. So you can have a look here. This is the one interface which is in front of us. So in our next session, we will be inserting this value into our DB and doing our further steps. So if you are with us, hope you had created your interface. You know the difference between local variables and rule inputs. So this would be all. We will be taking the upcoming session into upcoming videos. Thank you.